guys, and today I'm going to talk about autoresponders and why they're so important to your business. So what is an autoresponder? An autoresponder is basically somewhere where you go that captures emails for you and holds them in storage. Now once you've got this service, you then collect your emails, they go to your autoresponder and you email market. Now email marketing is very important to your business in whatever business you are doing. It helps you keep engaged to your potential buyers and potential customers, and basically you can give value and keep in touch. So what is an autoresponder? An autoresponder is, like I said, purely a service that you pay for. It is a service provided by many companies. The biggest companies that I would recommend would be Aweber or GetResponse, but there are many other services out there. You can quite easily find a service online just by going onto Google and typing in autoresponder. You will then get a list of lots and lots of autoresponders, but I would recommend either GetResponse or Aweber, and currently Aweber are doing a deal where you can go to their website and sign up to their website. They'll give you the first month for $1. After that it's $19 a month, and this covers you up to your first 1,000 subscribers. Okay, so let's start. So when you capture an email, a name, whatever, you use your lead page. Lead capture page, which we have already spoke about, and we won't go on to that because you can watch the other video on lead capture pages. So when you've captured your lead then goes to your autoresponder. Okay, now when it goes into your autoresponder, what you want to set up is what we call a follow-up sequence. So your follow-up sequence. Okay, now your follow-up sequence is basically a set of emails that you've already written and they're preset into the email autoresponder. So what you're going to do, you're going to have email 1, email 2, etc. Okay, so you get the point. You could go on and on and on and on. You could have thousands and thousands of emails that send automatically, although I don't recommend that. What I recommend you do, you set up an auto sequence of about 5 to 10 emails. Okay, so basically you're going to capture their name and email address from your lead capture page. That's going to send them to the autoresponder. They're then going to be initialized in your autoresponder into your follow-up sequence. They're immediately going to be receiving your first email. Now I always recommend that you send that immediately. So as soon as they've entered their lead into the lead capture page, they will immediately get sent the number 1 email. Now this is generally going to be your free gift. Okay, so if you've obviously set up your lead capture page and offered them something for free, like an ebook or some further information or something like that, this autoresponder is going to email them that free gift. Okay, because basically that is what you've used your lead capture page for, is to get their name and email address to go into your autoresponder. So you've sent that to them straight away. You're then going to go through your next sequence, and what I recommend is you do set up 5 to 10 emails and you make sure each email is the day after the other one. So basically you're going to have 5 to 10 emails sent over 5 to 10 days. Okay, so the reason we do this is purely for engagement purposes. Now, what you want to do is to keep your subscribers engaged. So I highly recommend that you do not set up your email sequence for, say, every 2 days or once a week or once a month, because basically what will happen is your subscribers will get bored very easily. They will be looking at other things, they will be looking at other products, but you want them to look at yours. So your email sequence is basically to give them value and contact them on a daily basis. This way you will engage with your prospects a lot better and a lot quicker. Now obviously once they're completed this, you think, okay, they've had my 5 to 10 emails, what do I do now? Right, the next thing you should be doing is what's called a broadcast. Now all the autoresponder services do this. Now what you do is you then set up a broadcast. Which from there goes up to there. Now what you do when you set up your broadcast, a broadcast is basically an email that you write and you click send. So that basically goes to all your subscribers, apart from the ones that are in your follow-up sequence, because you don't want to be blasting them with say 2 emails a day really. Although you could, it's not unheard of, you know. I know someone that just sends out emails as and when he feels, and sometimes people get 2 emails, sometimes they get 3 a day. But that's entirely up to you. I recommend obviously just 1 email a day, but if you feel the need and you've got some further information, there's no harm in sending them another email. So obviously you go into your broadcast list. Your broadcast you will basically email daily. Okay, so once obviously you email daily, and what you're trying to do is you're engaging with your prospects who are in your email list. Now the reason you email daily again is engagement. Okay, you want to engage with your prospects all the time on a daily basis, so they keep you fresh in their minds. Okay, now when you email them daily, do not sell. Okay, I've got to stress this to you. There are many people out there email marketing that just basically blast their lists with emails on a daily basis saying buy this, buy this, buy this. Do not do that. Do not ask people to buy, because basically what you will be doing, you will be alienating people and they will basically stop responding to your emails. What you should be doing is engaging with your prospects. Now with engagement, this is very, very important. If you engage with your prospects and they like your content you're giving them and you're giving them advice, you're not selling, you're not saying go here, buy this, this is great, that's brilliant. Except talk to them like normal people. Talk to them like you would talk to, say, your brother or your sister, or maybe not your brother and your sister, because you might end up rowing, but talk to them like you would talk to a friend. Okay, so if you was talking to a friend and you had a product that you believed in and you knew about, discuss it, talk to it about why it's so good and why it's but don't try and sell something to them. Just offer suggestions of why and how it can help them. Okay, you'll find this much more responsive. Now over time, what you're going to find is you're going to get these people who come onto your list and they're going to be very responsive to you, and some people are going to buy from what you send them. Obviously you're not sending them to buy, but you're sending them a suggestion, okay, and advice. People take that advice because you've engaged, you've got to know them. So that obviously is a biggie. Do not sell, engage and suggest and advise. Okay, very important, very, very important. So that is basically what an autoresponder is. It is a way of contacting people on a mass basis, where you wouldn't want to sit at your computer and email every single person every day, because it would take you a lifetime. I mean, let's just put it this way. If you was to have 1,000 people on a list, and you say you could copy and paste an email that you sent, right? So say you wrote an email, it took you 5 minutes to write an email, okay? So 5 minutes to write one email. You then sent that to one person, okay? You then copy and paste that email, which takes what, a couple of seconds, and you create another email. Okay, so maybe that's taken you a minute, 1 minute, okay? So 1 minute times by 999, because you've already sent one, then adds up to 999 minutes, which is quite a long time. So if you use an autoresponder, you can create one email and send that one email to every single one of these in one go. Okay, so that's the power of an autoresponder. Now, like I say, you obviously pay for these services, but they are well worth having, because if you don't have these, you know, it's going to take you a lifetime. I mean, you might sit there and you might be saying, well, what if I can just copy and paste all the email addresses into my address bar on my Outlook or something like that? Let me tell you this, if you do that, what you will soon find is your SMTP server, which is your email service provider's sending protocol, you will find it gets banned, okay? Now, these services will not get banned, because basically that is what they do for a business, and they provide their own servers that do this. Okay, so that is basically all an autoresponder is. They are very simple to use, and I highly recommend you get an autoresponder service, because email marketing is probably one of your biggest revenues and engagement devices you have. Okay.